everything football.
Hi, Romain. How's it going?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. Another episode
Good.
of
All right.
Food Booth.
I recognize that background.
But
That's a good one.
a good one. Thank you, thank you. I've been told it's the best one, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Yes. So welcome back to the Footy Brews, guys. Today we have a special episode. The season's coming to an end. Only 5 or 6 more games left. So that's about a month and a half of games, and it's going to be exciting because some of these leagues have an exciting title race going on. So just to kick us off, La Liga. Oh my God, what a title race this is! A month or two ago, Atletico was up 15 points, like 5 wins on Real Madrid and Barca, and it was looking out of reach. And here we are today. Barca could take the lead with a game in hand. Atletico in the lead right now with I believe 72 points.
73.
73. Real's down to 70, I think, or 71. And then Sevilla is down to like 70. So it's like 3 points separate the top 4 right now. It's super, super close. And Barca could take off and get to 74 with this next win. So super exciting. This weekend's games contributed a lot to that. Barcelona taking 3 big points over Villarreal. Griezmann coming in huge in those games. So really happy to see that penalty Messi gave him last game really contributed to his morale boost in this one, and he got a nice little brace to secure those 3 points. Super happy to see that. Real tied to Betis 0-0, and what I predicted would be a tough game for Real Madrid. Betis has historically been quite strong against them in the last 4 seasons. They've either beaten Real or actually tied them. So really, really strong performance there. As a Barca fan, I'm super happy to see it, and super happy to see Atletico drop points to Bilbao, Barca's arch nemesis this season. We played them like 4 or 5 times, and they're not an easy team. But yeah, it goes to show, they took 3 big points away from Atletico in their 2-1 win. And it was well deserved. So kudos to Bilbao, and it just makes the title race that much more interesting.
No, definitely. I think La Liga, it's going to be a battle for top 4, battle for first place. And you know what? Atletico Madrid, they're going to be upset. They're going to be very upset to the fact that they conceded a very late winner. And, João Felix, Luis Suarez coming on late. So that's one upside, is that they're back from injury. But obviously, Atletico Madrid fans will be kind of unhappy to the fact that now they will be able to be taken over for top spot. And it will literally, to me, what it's going to come down to is the Barca Atletico Madrid game. That's going to be coming up in a few weeks. So I think that's going to be the decider of the league between those two. Madrid dropping points, like you said. Sevilla, don't sleep on Sevilla. They're going to be clenching probably the 4th spot in the Champions League, or maybe make a push for 3rd or 2nd. So
maybe 3rd.
Maybe 3rd.
Real right now has a pretty packed schedule, as they're still in the Champions League. So and they've been struggling a little bit in these last games, struggling to find goals and tying a lot of these lesser teams. So yeah, I think that's kind of the state of Real Madrid right now. Sevilla is looking strong. Rakitic, Papu Gomez playing very, very well. Ocampos, finding his form, and the Serie. What? Sevilla looking like a stronger team than Real Madrid in my mind right now, just in La Liga at least. So no, it's going to be an exciting end to the season for sure.
For sure. So I guess now that brings us to our next recap for the league. Probably another one of the craziest races we've seen in a while, and that's Ligue 1. We have a new top number 1 in the league, and that's Lille after the win against Monaco. That pushed them to not Monaco, against Lyon. That put them.
Yeah, what a comeback that was, eh?
What a comeback. And you know what? A great performance for Barak Yilmaz and the Canadian star Jonathan David. So look out for those 2 strikers right now. They pushed them up. So, and then a big win for PSG. Kylian Mbappe with 2 goals, and Icardi with a late-minute penalty. And
Panenka.
Panenka, yes. So overall, those are going to be crazy, crazy. I think the standings are 73, 72, 71, and 70. So, oh no, 67 for Lyon. So right there, that's going to be who's going to win the first position. And don't forget, Liga only gets 2 Champions League spots. So they're going to be also fighting for that other Champions League spot for second. So it's going to be a very, very close win. And in my opinion, I'm hoping Lille make it through just to have someone, an underdog type of team. But we'll see. What do you think for the weekend wrap up?
Yeah, it was a crazy weekend for Liga as well, as you mentioned, super close. I think the comeback for Lille was, really proving their fortitude to really try to win the league. They were down 2-0, and to come back and score, that third goal pretty late on, and all the goals were quite good. Like that free kick was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So no, really happy to see, and Jonathan David, got to represent, So no, he had a really good game. Yeah, I'm excited for Lille, but I do still want, PSG to win it. I think, Neymar and Mbappe, they're just playing so nice right now. It's beautiful soccer. And it was funny, I was watching the feed and I see Haaland score 1, see Haaland score 2, and the next thing I know, I see my Mbappe score 1. Mbappe scores 2. I was like, these guys are competing in the same way that Ronaldo and Messi would compete. So, you love to see it. And, speaking of Haaland, and in the Bundesliga had a pretty mediocre, weekends. Not too much going on. Bayern lost the game, but they're probably gonna win the league anyways. It's one for them pretty much, and it's gonna be a race for the Champions League spots. Currently, Dortmund is 1 point off of the top 4. The 3 to 5 is super close. We have Wolfsburg, right? We have Frankfurt and Dortmund, and they're all pretty much 1 game away from each other. So it's going to be a race for the end of the season. Yeah, we'll have to stay tuned for that. But onto the Italian league, a lot of excitement. What happened in the Italian league today or this weekend, Sash?
Italian league, a lot of so basically kind of very similar situation to the Bundesliga, with the top team number 1 not really dropping points at all. Inter with another win to come and clinch their title. I think it's done. That's the only one. I think that the title hopes, it's kind of like the Germany Bundesliga. We got Bayern Munich going to win that one, and we have Inter also going to win this one. So I think what it's going to be coming down to is, like you said, the top 4 positions. So we have very, very interesting game that happened today. AC Milan dropping points and Napoli picking up points. So that saw AC Milan drop to actually 5th place outside of the Champions League spot. So now we got quite a crazy top 4. We got Inter first, and then we have then we have Atlanta, then we have Napoli, Juve, AC, all fighting for the top position. And between the top 2nd all the way up to 5th, it's about a 3-point gap. So we're really going to see a good closing out for the top 4 position. And you know what? We might like to see Juve make it to the Champions League next year. That'd be crazy. But right now, that's what it's looking like.
It's just really looking like they're having a hard time, finishing up the season. It's a shame. I hope they find their form for these last few games, because they're definitely going to need it. But I'm super happy to see Atalanta, to promote attacking soccer in Serie A, something that's been typically missing a lot in these last years in Serie A. And to show that you can have success attacking soccer in Serie A, it is just amazing to see. So finding them in 2nd place, I think it's a bit too late for them to win it, but don't count them out, man. If they attack hard enough and Inter choke, Inter's starting to struggle a little bit, scoring about 1 goal a game for the last 4 or 5 games. They're struggling a little bit. Like they're really trying to finally cross over that finish line, and I think they're running out of juice, it looks like. So Atalanta scoring 5 goals there in the weekend. Like they're going full force. So it might be an exciting, finale, but for sure the Champions League spots are going to be super exciting. So stay tuned for the Italian league. Otherwise, we had, another league I know you care a lot about for our Portuguese fans out there. How was the Portuguese league this weekend?
So the Primeira Liga is probably the closest it's ever also been. So it's another type of league, you know, that a lot of people focus on. I think everyone knows the three big teams of the Portuguese, which is Sporting, Porto, and Benfica.
Braga.
And
Oh, that's right.
But so basically, what happened over the weekend is Sporting. For the fans that don't know, only one of the teams in the top 5, or I guess top 6 leagues that is got undefeated the whole year so far. And Sporting hasn't won a championship in quite the time. I don't know the exact number, but it's been over probably 20 years since they've last won. And we big win over Sporting Braga. So they got dropped down to 10 men. Sporting came with a late minute goal. And you know what? Big 3 points because FC Porto was right behind them. I actually dropped points. So that was a huge weekend. So now they're going up clear 6 points with a few games left. So the Primeira League, let's hope Sporting wins on the sole factor that they are, it's a new team that hasn't won in a long time. So Lisbon fans will be very happy. But very exciting, promising team. If you guys want to see, if you're Portuguese, great youngsters on that team. They got, I think, 7 to 8 national players that play for either the under-21s or the Portuguese national team, and new youth players that are going to break into the ranks for the world of soccer. Watch out for Nuno Mendes. He's going to be an amazing left back. So Primeira Liga, very interesting. I think it's going to wind down to the few last games, but I hope Sporting clenches it. So I guess this brings us to probably what everyone thinks is the most important league. And it'll bring us
the Prem.
The Prem.
The Prem. But to be honest, in my opinion, not the most exciting weekend. I thought, the Chelsea West Ham game was probably the most important game. And what a boring watch that was, in my opinion. Oh my God, Chelsea just defended the whole time. There was a stupid red card, in my opinion. That's not a red card. No way in a million years it's a red card. Chilwell just got in the way for no reason. And, that kind of killed the game for Lingard and company for West Ham. So, honestly, not super convincing by Chelsea, in my opinion. But, they got the crucial win from their perspective. And they're getting closer to securing that Champions League spot. But besides that, not much happening. Manchester United tying to Leeds 0-0. Leeds making it extremely hard on these top 5 teams or top 6 teams in the Prem. Like, beating some of them, tying some of them, and no one's beaten them in a little while. So, maybe they're the real threat here. Exciting stuff for Leeds if you're a Leeds fan. I hope they do well. I like, more attacking football, the better. But besides that, Liverpool dropping points to Newcastle, it's just a little sad end to the season for them as the defending champs. But yeah, any other takeaways for the Prem, Sash?
Other takeaways, I guess, was the Monday game today was Leicester City versus Crystal Palace. Big 3 points for Leicester City to go and still clinch that 3rd spot. That they needed a big win because Chelsea's right above them. Right below them, trying to get down to make sure they clench more of a 3rd than a 4th. It's always scary to be in that 4th position because you get knocked game per game. So Leicester City with a big win. And Nacho, a man in form with a bullet of a goal. If you guys want to see, his goal was unbelievable. And another takeaway, like Liverpool, if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm very upset with that late minute equalizer. You cannot play around with the ball. Last couple minutes, you just hold on to the ball. You play it safe. You don't get into danger zones. And you know what? They just have themselves to blame in the very, very last second because those 3 points might be one of the most important 3 points they're going to have for the end of the season because now they might not even make Europa. So, you know what? We'll see how Liverpool fans feel about that. But overall, I think those are the key takeaways because obviously no action from Man City and Tottenham because of the Carabao Cup final. But you know what? Spurs may make a push for Europa. We'll see. So I guess that kind of brings it to the end of the weekend recap.
Yeah, what a weekend it was. And as we close up the season, it's only going to get more exciting. So stay tuned for more of these videos. If you do like the content, please subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Catch you on the next one.
Out.
Out.